Good. Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our regular Tuesday evening. As I was saying earlier, it's good to be back in the warmer part of the world. And yes, we are able to gather together quite safely tonight from all over. And I'm very, very pleased and thankful for that, although it was great to be with other human beings over the weekend. That's for another slot. But I'm going to continue with my talk that I've been covering on energy, cellular energy, what it is, how it works. And so far we've covered the basics of the cells and how they work and what they look like and what sort of food we need to cover that and to feed the cells. And we've started going through some of the supplements that we recommend for cellular energy, because as we know, most people, maybe I shouldn't generalize, but a lot of people these days don't or are unable to get the food that they need to feed their cells. And cellular food has become quite a buzzword in the natural health field. And you'll see a lot of companies talking about cellular health food and we feed the cells. And I don't think a lot of them actually do get to that level quite the same as what we do. Because quite frankly, we've got an extra 60 years worth of research that they haven't had. And also our integrity and the scientific testing, I feel, my personal opinion, is significantly more advanced than a lot of these other Me Too companies, for want of any better terminology. So let me get my screen shared and get going again. So we've covered things like the TRINN, which is unique, the Formula 4, which is unique, the CoQ10, which is also specifically this particular version is unique to Neolife. And now we're going to go on to the next thing called Amitone. I don't know how many of you have used this, but it's quite a novel little product. It is specific amino acids that are developed and designed for fat burning and muscle toning. So it's good for those who are looking to lose a bit of weight, specifically more along the lines of excess fat and centimeters, as well as for athletes who need to bulk up, because again, it's fat mobilization and muscle retention. And it develops the lean tissue, which is all of what muscle is. And based upon the scientific research into the body's normal function of tissue generation and lipid metabolism, Amitone creates a dietary abundance of specific amino acids at pre-selected times and under controlled conditions, all of which are important words to remember, those pre-selected times and controlled conditions. So this allows us to influence the conditions and the relative amino acid balances that support utilization of fat for energy and the production of lean body tissue. Because essentially that's what we want to do. We want to get rid of the excess fat. Remember, in previous talks I've covered, we have said we need fat. Specifically the brain needs fat and cholesterol, but you don't want the excess. You want the lean body tissue and the muscle, basically. Amitone supports the efforts of those seeking to decrease their body fat content. Certain nutrients help support fat mobilization and lean muscle retention and development. working in sync with the body's natural cycles and creating specific amino acid ratios in the bloodstream can contribute to the mobilization of fat and development of lean tissue. In other words, it burns off the excess fat that your body doesn't need, processes it out safely that it doesn't get hung up in the liver or anything like that, and brings to the fore the lean tissue. So again, my recommendation is don't just take Amitone on its own. Please do it in conjunction with some sort of exercise, because you will get significantly better results. And weightlifting is one of those exercises. And I am not talking bench pressing 150 kilos or more, because most of us can't do that. But you can lift 500 grams or even 1 kilogram or even 2 kilos is generally within most people's ability to do. And even if you start off with the 500 grams and build your way up, do some sort of weightlifting type exercise, you're going to get a much better result. So why this particular product called Amitone? It is a 100% free-form amino acid that includes the L-arginine and L-ornithine for rapid absorption and utilization. Once again, with any supplement, they are pretty useless. A, if they're sitting in the bottle, looking at you, they don't do anything. But they also are pretty useless if you swallow the tablet, but your body can't absorb or use it, because then it's just actually wasting energy and body utilities to get rid of something that you could have just sped it up and chucked it straight in the toilet. It is a complete formula that contains free-form amino acids, chelated minerals, and selected herbs. Again, minerals need to be chelated in order for your body to be able to absorb them sufficiently well. And it supports muscle protein retention, fat mobilization, lean tissue development, and overall body toning, hence the name tone. So the AMI is the amino acids, and the tone is your body toning. Valerian and chickweed to support overall product function and performance. And on this note, you will notice on the bottle, fine print says that beware of people who are allergic to chickweed. So find out if people have got some sort of allergies and warn them about it, because they could possibly have a reaction. Neolife generally try and make sure that this does not happen, but be aware it could happen. It's designed to work while you sleep. So for people who are overweight and say they don't have time for the gym, well, this gym works while you're sleeping. You need to take it, sorry, at least 3 hours after your last meal and before bedtime. So if you're able to eat around about 6 o'clock in the evening, you can safely take this around about 9 o'clock and go crash into bed. Amitone allows for increases in blood levels of specific amino acids in the absence of competing amino acids. Once again, the scientific research coming to the fore. And it allows the body to do the work, which improves success with a sensible eating pattern and regular moderate exercise. Please make note of these terms, because if you're not eating properly and you're not exercising, don't waste your money on something like this product, because it is not a miracle tablet. It is not going to turn somebody from baby elephant into me. I'm fortunate in that genetically, I have a pretty fast metabolism, but there are others who are not that fortunate. But you have to do the whole program. So you've got to eat correctly. You've got to do some sort of mild exercise in order for this product to work optimally. Now, the next thing that we're looking at is a healthy snack. Yeah, a lot of people want to snack in between. This past weekend was a prime example. I think we needed to snack to keep awake in a lot of times, especially after driving for many hours. But often during the day, people get peckish, and it's specifically people, office workers, who are sitting behind a computer or sitting for extended periods of time. You tend to lose focus, or you tend to lose energy, and that's when people grab a snack. But you need to, once again, be aware of what you're snacking on, because you don't want sugary, starchy stuff that is not good for you. So traditional snack foods, such as potato chips, cheese curls, and chocolate cookies, have lined the shelves of our neighborhood supermarkets and grocery stores for decades. You can see them anywhere. Although they are convenient, many snack products sold today are far from wholesome. Even the healthy snacks, they contain empty kilojoules and unhealthy ingredients such as high fructose corn syrup and trans fats. Do yourself a favor, the next time you're in the checkout at your local supermarket, most of them will have these snack bars and sweets lined up over there for you to longingly stare at while you're waiting to go through the checkout counter. Pick it up, read the ingredients. It can be very scary. Such foods can be consumed as a small part of an overall nutritious and balanced diet, but may contribute to the obesity epidemic when not consumed in moderation, because food manufacturers know you can't just stop at one. So they create the conditions to trigger something in your body that demands more and more and more. And that is why it's important to have a healthy choice in snacks, especially when striving to achieve or maintain a healthy weight. The right combination of protein and fiber has been shown to curb hunger and promote satiety. And this is why they say, in order to lose weight, the best thing is to actually start your day with a high protein breakfast, because that way you're going to feel fuller for significantly longer, and you're not actually going to get hungry or peckish during the day. Flaxseed, which is a plant source of ALA or alpha-linolenic acid, is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fiber, and lignans that may assist in digestive and cardiovascular health. Antioxidants from berries have been associated with protecting the cells from free radical oxidation. Healthy snacking twice a day can keep your appetite in check, increasing your chances for success while on a weight loss or weight management program. So why this particular snack? The perfect snack for the whole family. Neolife Bar is a delicious snack that satisfies your hunger between meals. And in fact, I would say eating a bar on its own in one sitting is probably going to be too much for most people. So the suggestion is to chop it into bite-sized pieces, or at the very least, cut it in half so you can have a snack in the morning and have another snack mid-afternoon. It's based on the science of the GR2, or the glycemic response control technology, which is, again, unique to Neolife, to help to minimize fat storage and promote fat burning. It is a rich source of protein and fiber from the Neolife proprietary protein and fiber blend to help you feel fuller for longer. For those of you who have used Neolife Shake, I don't know about you, but I find that if I have a Neolife Shake for breakfast, I'm not hungry at all until a good 5 to 6 hours later. And only then do I start to feel a little bit peckish. It's whole grain goodness from soya crisps that are blended with rolled oats. Now remember, this soy is different to most soya products because of the way that it is processed. So this is healthy soya. It provides 320 milligrams of omega-3s from flaxseed with ALA, which is an essential fatty acid that may play a role in managing normal inflammatory processes our bodies experience on a day-to-day basis. It is also a good source of dietary fiber and beneficial lignans. which are your good fibers. Antioxidants abound in a fusion of dried blueberries, dried cranberries, and raisins. And chunks of cashews and almonds plus sunflower and pumpkin seeds provide a boost of protein, fiber, and delicious flavor. It also contains 17 essential vitamins and minerals. So for people who don't like to take supplements, introduce them to the Neolife bar. They're going to get their vitamins and minerals over there. It fits perfectly into the Neolife weight management program as a healthy morning or afternoon snack. There are no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives added, like anything and everything from Neolife. There's no genetically modified or GMO ingredients, including the soya, because that is what makes a lot of these other snack products unhealthy, because they use GMOs. And if you look at a product that says may contain GMO, you know that there's a pretty good chance that it does contain GMO ingredients. It's gluten-free. So for people who are concerned about gluten, this is an ideal snack for them. It's dairy-free. Same deal. I have a niece who is allergic to gluten, not just gluten intolerant, but allergic to it, as well as allergic to dairy. And it is 100% vegan. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the Neolife Shake, one of my favorite products, I think. The quality of what is often referred to as the Western diet has dramatically declined in recent years, as we have spoken about so often over the past few weeks. It is likely that we are no longer getting the right balance of macronutrients, which are protein, fat, and carbohydrates, micronutrients, which are your vitamins and minerals, nor the fiber, the phytonutrients, and the antioxidants that our bodies need every day to maintain and promote health. And some people get some protein, some people get a lot of protein, but minimal fat and carbohydrates. Some people get minimal protein, but a lot of fat and carbohydrates. Some people get no vitamins and minerals, except possibly some synthetic ones. So most diets are actually quite scary, which, being in the medical field, I see the result of way too often, unfortunately. For example, although we are getting more than enough protein in our diets, we are getting it from animal and dairy products, which are laden with fat and cholesterol. Remember, not all fat and not all cholesterol is bad, however. Studies have shown that poor diet is strongly associated with poor health, and I see that very, very regularly. Along with this sedentary lifestyle, this may have played a role in leading to the high incidence of malnutrition, weight gain, and chronic diseases. Now, a few years ago, when people spoke about malnutrition, the first picture that would come to my mind, at least, was these starving children up in Ethiopia, where you saw these little stick figures with a big tummy, and they were considered malnourished. Sadly enough, as Charlie would put it, the people walking around with burst airbags in the shops are also suffering from malnutrition, a different source of malnutrition, but it is still malnutrition, because mal meaning incorrect. Protein is a key component of every cell in our body and is essential for cellular nutrition and energy. Studies show that higher protein diets help suppress hunger, increase satiety, and burn fat, thereby promoting weight loss and making it easier to stay on a weight loss program, which is where Prof. Tim Noakes always talks about his high protein, low fat, high fat, high protein, low carbohydrate diets. So you need that protein, but you need a good source of protein. Wholesome, balanced nutrition and an active lifestyle can also support weight management success. Getting all of our essential vitamins and minerals is vital for the proper functioning of our immune system and nervous systems in keeping us healthy and radiant. The right balance of macronutrients and micronutrients will keep our bodies functioning optimally. And if you're observant, look around you the next time that you're in a shopping center, now that we can see everybody's faces and not just their eyes, have a look at people, read their bodies. You can see fairly easily those whose diets are not optimum and those whose diets are significantly better, because the vast majority of people have got that, we call it a pallor, and you can see that they're not healthy. Whereas your young, fit athletes look completely different. Have a look around the next time that you're out in a crowd, and you'll be able to pick out the ones that you should be going to tap on the shoulder and say, hi, I might be able to help you with your diet. Can we chat? I wouldn't be quite so blunt as that, but you get the idea. So why is the Near Life Shake part of our weight management program? Because it is wholesome and complete nutrition. It's an ideal protein shake for daily nutrition or weight management. You can enjoy Near Life Shake and Pro Vitality in the morning for a delicious breakfast that provides quick and lasting energy and optimal cellular nutrition. And that little combination will give you every last bit of nutrition that your body needs for the whole day. And I wouldn't call it a square meal, but pretty close to your traditional square meal, because this is everything that you need. Remember, of course, it needs to be part of a healthy diet, not just in place of a healthy diet. Based on our clinically proven glycemic response control technology to help minimize fat storage and promote fat burning is a rich source of protein with 18 grams per serving. And we are needing in the region of about 26 grams of protein per day. Diabetics need a bit more, just by the way. It has a proprietary protein blend, which is a scientifically advanced protein blend made from soya, milk, caseinates, and whey for superior amino acid profile with the terminology that we're looking for a good protein is a PDCAAS of 1.73. An ideal protein, according to scientists today, should have a score of 1. A lot of the synthetic sports proteins out there don't even make it that far. They will hit 0.7, 0.8. Ours is 1.73. It is biologically complete with all 22 amino acids, including the essential ones. It includes branched chain amino acid leucine to promote lean muscle retention. It is a rich source of fiber with 5 grams per serving. It is a proprietary fiber blend from whole food sources to contribute to a satisfying feeling of fullness, even when mixed with water. It is formulated with glycemic edge carbohydrates that provide lasting energy and encourage your body to stay in fat burning mode. It comes in 3 delicious flavors, namely berries, chocolate, and vanilla. Yet it's only 580 kilojoules. There are no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives added, just like all of our products. And you can use it worry-free, because sometimes, quite often, we've got to look at what isn't in a product more than what is. Some of the other things I've spoken about in the past. So there are no artificial sweeteners. There's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no artificial colors or preservatives or GMO ingredients or gluten contributing ingredients. There's no cholesterol or saturated fats or the nasty ones, which is your hydrogenated and trans fats. It is 90% lactose free. In other words, for people who are allergic to dairy, in theory, they can have it mixed with water. But remember, there are milk byproducts or dairy byproducts in the mix. So according to labeling laws, they've got to say that, they've got to tell you that that is in there, but it is 90% lactose free. So those who are lactose intolerant, in theory, could take it. I would suggest giving them a sample to try first before selling them a tin. And I would also include some acidophilus before they have it, because I think that would make life a lot easier for them. We also have some exclusives. There's a protogod process that protects the amino acids and maximizes nutritional value. It contains a multi-enzyme blend, which is plant-derived enzymes that improve digestibility. It has the Neoplex concentrate, which is whole food antioxidants, including vitamin C and citrus bioflavonoids. It has choline and inositol, which are the lipotropic factors to support fat utilization and resist fat buildup. It is metabolically balanced with an ideal to form an ideal protein, carbohydrate, and fat ratio. It contains essential vitamins and minerals. It is convenient and versatile and mixes very easily in water or milk. For instance, over the weekend, it made a brilliant breakfast that I could mix up very quickly out of the boot of my car, and I felt full and energized to drive that long distance to Bloemfontein and home again, because I mixed it up again on Sunday just before we left. And I was feeling perfectly fine until the time I got home. I'm going to end this right here because I've still got a couple of other things to go through. So I'm going to stop my sharing. And if anybody's got any questions, they are more than welcome to fire away. Or if you don't have questions, I'm going to stop recording and have an open mic session. Anybody have any questions? If you do, please unmute yourself. No questions?
Well done, Sean. Well done.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, I'm going to stop.